So for like I said, I want to thank everybody for jumping on this webinar. Basically, what we're going to talk about today is something I came across. I feel is really really extraordinary, and it's been helping my agency very very a lot. So it's basically how to get high quality leads with zero ad spend. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm going to explain to you exactly how this is done and how I've been able to do it and close clients as well. So there's a couple different reasons why, obviously you may be here. First one, obviously, you're a digital marketer, you're running Facebook ads as a service, and lead gen is the lifeblood of you and your client's business. Now, I know that lead gen is basically the lifeblood of a lot of businesses out there. But it's so important to keep your pipeline consistently growing and to continually stay on top of those leads. So if you don't have lead flow coming in, obviously you're not going to be closing any business. The more leads you have, the better chance you have to convert. And we all know how that goes. So let me first start by, telling you a little bit about myself. That's me and my wife, my two daughters. That's us at breakfast. That's literally, my motivation for continually going, every single day, and why I get up, and literally what keeps me motivated and keeps me driving. So little background about myself professionally. I started my career working in call centers. My first call center, we were actually selling Facebook fan pages to businesses. It was literally like the first week that they started selling Facebook fan pages. So I've been in this industry for a very long time. The first company that I actually started after a lot of failures back and forth, we actually grew it to $1.2 million in sales within the first 14 months. And currently, my agency is on track to actually reach 7 figures this year for the first time, which obviously I'm super excited about. It's a big milestone of mine, and I've worked really, really hard to get there. But the journey wasn't always the easiest. My first business, what I did is I've never been to Arizona before in my life. I literally decided to jump on a plane, moved to Arizona, and started a clothing line. I just saw a lot of opportunities to make money in clothing, and I said I could do this. I literally knew nothing about clothing, but I'm like, let's just jump on a plane and figure it out. So a lot of successes, a lot of failures. The line was somewhat successful, but I did learn a lot of stuff along the way. So my journey has consisted of a lot of different things. So when I moved to Arizona, I actually bought this 1968 Cadillac, and I just always a dream of mine to have an old car, but I bought the car, and then the first picture you see, I was towing it from Arizona to Connecticut when I moved one of the times, because one of the businesses that I had didn't quite work out. I had to move back home. And then on the right, you actually see a picture of it semi-restored. It wasn't fully restored, and I drove it back across the country. So that's kind of a fun fact about me. I drove across the country 4 separate times. I know that sounds crazy, but I learned a lot of things along the way, and my journey has been really, really extensive. And I learned a lot along the way, and I persevered and pushed through until I finally made it happen, which is, literally, the point I'm trying to prove. So, so if you are currently, obviously, working as a, Facebook agency, there's a few different reasons why there's problems with Facebook currently. So, number one, the market's oversaturated. I mean, everyone and their grandmother now has a Facebook ad agency. Facebook ads consistently change. I mean, they're not as effective as they used to be, and the reach is actually going down for the amount of money that you're spending. So what that does is, because of all the competition, because the market's oversaturated, the cost of ads are skyrocketing, and it's way more and more competitive to figure out what's going on and how to get your ads to convert. So I don't personally see that changing, but I know that the more and more agencies that open up, the more and more traffic and the more convoluted it's going to be, and the more difficult it's going to be to convert. So here's actually a graph to show you the cost of impressions is actually skyrocketing. And what you'll notice is the difference when you post something now as when you used to post it maybe a couple months ago. Your reach actually used to be a lot better. So you could see the graph for yourself. I mean, when the cost is higher, the impressions are lower, and it's been consistently going in that pattern. So what that means to you is that your ads can be more expensive and to reach less people. So that's not really a situation that you want to be in. You want to always find solutions for your clients and for solutions for you to get leads as well. And that's exactly, why we're on this training, because we're going to be able to show you how to do that. Some methods we've been doing, how it's really, really effective. I'm really excited to show this to you guys. So just to be 100% clear, this is not, a Facebook ads training. It's another alternative for your clients, because in order to be an industry, and a thought leader within a space, you need to provide more and more actual services for your clients, and you need to stay ahead of the curve. So if there is something out there that could potentially help your clients, you need to be one that grabs a hold of that and makes that happen for your customers and for your business as well. So just to be clear, like I said before, it's not a Facebook ads training. It's, I want to say it's anti-Facebook, but it's not about Facebook, just so you know. So let me give you some numbers here. And if you're running Facebook ads, you know all too well about some of these numbers. So on the low end, depending on the industry, obviously, you could pay anywhere from, $3 to $5 a lead on Facebook. And some leads are upwards of $100. I mean, it could be $200 or $300, depending on what type of industry you're going after. Now, what you also need to take into consideration is that there's a testing phase in there. We all know that when we create Facebook ads, they don't always work 100% the first time or the second time. There's adjusting, there's monitoring, especially when you're running a campaign. I know that I watch them like a hawk. I'm like, how the clicks, how the conversion. I'm always monitoring it and looking for, ways I can improve it. Sometimes not converting. It could be a headache. So on the high end, you could be paying $40 to $100, like I said, depending on the niche. So 100 leads, you do the math, can be, $300 to $3,000. And you could charge anywhere for $1,000 to $3,000 for your services. So that means your client is literally paying $1,300 to $6,000 a month to get 100 leads. So that is a lot of money. And that's also money that, could be going into your pocket if you found a solution to generate leads with less ad spend on Facebook or zero ad spend on Facebook. So the bottom line is 30% to 50% of the budget is actually going towards ad costs. That's going to Facebook, not going to you. That could be money that's going right in your pocket, and literally growing your revenue and give you more opportunities to grow your business. So what I'm going to talk to you today is a solution that we came up with is why LinkedIn can fix the problem and what it could do for your business and how it could help generate leads for your business and also for your client's business as well. So the best part, I think, hands down, the way you look at it, zero cost for leads. I mean, think about that for a second. Think about how much you're spending for leads right now and think about not spending anything for leads. It's free to connect with people. And, I'm literally going to show you exactly, how to do that and how we, go about doing that as well. Is everyone still there? Just type a 1 in there. Just make sure everybody's, following me, still hearing me, and make sure that we're all still on the same training here, obviously, whatever that means. So what we're going to talk about today is if you want more business, you need more prospects in your pipeline. It's as simple as that. I've closed business from people that I met years back through whether it was networking events, referrals, but the more you stay on top of your pipeline, obviously the better results you're going to get. So one of the questions you want to ask yourself is, are you actively networking with local businesses, local business owners in your area? If you're not, you need to be. But what I'm going to show you a way is how to get these results of networking literally all day long and do that on steroids. So this is going to be something that you guys are going to love. It's a game changer, especially for me. I mean, I couldn't believe some of the results that I was getting like within the first 24 hours is pretty incredible. So I don't know if you guys are aware, when you sign up for LinkedIn, one of the things you obviously could do is you could sync all of your email contacts inside of LinkedIn, right? So what that allows you to do is obviously send everybody requests. And you always want to start with like your low-hanging fruit, the people that have a relationship with you. Obviously, it would be much easier to establish a business relationship with them and get them to sign up with you because obviously you already know them. Now, Now, let me show you a better way that you actually could connect with people. So what I do is I go into LinkedIn, right? And for an example, let's just use real estate agents. I forgot which was. So let's say real estate agents in Connecticut, right? Agents in Connecticut. So here's somebody, for instance. So Casey Group. So why are there only three people? That doesn't make any sense. So we'll just do real estate agents in total. So real estate agents total is 300,000 real estate agents in total. I think that's a little bit off. Let me see something real quick, guys. Huh. That's not what I was doing. So real estate agents in Why is it showing me only 3? The last search was like thousands. That's weird. All right, let's just do IT directors. I'm not really sure why it's showing me 3 right now. It was way higher. So IT directors, 630,000, and depending on which business you're going after, I mean, there's millions of real estate agents. There's hundreds of thousands of IT directors. So basically, what I do is very, very simple, right? So I just go in here, I hit connect. Here's the notes I've been sending. I'll just go in here and get you. Copy this, and then we'll go back. So I would just hit connect, right? Well, why is this not working? Oh, sorry, add note. So basically a simple customized message to get the connection, right? So now that I'm connected, I hit send invitation. Now, the best part about this is once we connect to these people and they accept our connection, we can then go inside LinkedIn and actually export that lead. Now, we've been able to send these out to multiple prospects, and we've got a big return of people asking for conversations. So this is a very, very there's no friction on the front end. It's just if you're finding the right people, you have the right product, you have the right process, you have something that they are looking for, you're going to be able to they're going to like what you have to say. So we figured out what messaging and everything works the best. So let me show you how you export the leads, right? So once they make that connection, I'm going to show you how you export the leads out of there, right? So you go into your settings, you go to privacy, and then you're going to scroll down, and you're going to hit download data, right? So I already, you're going to basically pick connections right there. So just so you guys know, but I already did this because I just wanted to, I had the archive. It takes about, 10 minutes to actually send back to me. So after you download that list is here. So if you see this list, I have I have a lot now. So I have almost 1,100 people that I exported out of LinkedIn that I didn't pay anything for these I didn't pay anything for these ads or anything for these leads at all. So that's 1,000 people that you're getting connections from, or you're going to be able to use that data. And obviously you want to look at LinkedIn's terms and service before you move forward with the leads. But this is obviously a start, but we're going to go over exactly what to do in those certain situations. That way, you guys don't get yourself into trouble or get your accounts banned, because that's the last thing we want to happen. So let me show you what I've been able to do within 1 week for one of my clients, right? So in 1 week, I sent out 692 connection requests. So yeah, 692, that's a lot of requests to send out. It's very time consuming, but we got 171 leads from my client with 0 ad spend from those 692 requests. Now, this campaign actually generated 8 appointments and 2 deals within the first week. So within the first 24 hours, we sent out 101 requests, and you could see the amount of increase on here within the LinkedIn profile. I mean, 12,150% increase, 171 leads, 12,150% increase, which is incredible. I got to say that again. So we're sending out connection requests to the targeted people. And the best thing about it is 90% of this is fully automated. Obviously, if you were to go in there and do this hand to hand and just, do all the typing and individual messaging, it's going to take you a very long time to be able to do that. So this is going to be 90% automated for you. And this is only within the first week. And this is with people that have messages sitting in their inbox. So you can imagine what's going to happen when all these people start seeing these messages and it starts to build up and build up. So you get 71 leads within a week, name, email, phone number, 8 appointments, and 2 deals within the first week. That's amazing. And that's why I'm so excited to, bring this strategy to you guys. If you don't know it already, it's not many people are doing it. But the thing about it is there's so much opportunity here. And you guys need to realize that. And it's 90% automated. So what I'm introducing right now is going to be the LinkedIn lead gen machine. And in addition to that, we're going to get access. We're going to give you access to my Journey to 7 Figures Elite Mastermind as well. So what you'll get within the LinkedIn Lead Gen Mastery or LinkedIn Lead Machine, you'll get access to Journey to 7 Figures Elite. The good thing about that is what I'll do is I'm going to teach you step by step, how I'm getting high paying clients with the LinkedIn Lead Machine and how you could automate 90% of the outreach for yourself, for your business, or for your clients if you offer to them as a service as well. So, the best part about it is I've tested everything. I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. And this is a very, very little known strategy. And if you aren't implementing this now, I suggest you get on top of it immediately because it's just like anything else. People will jump on and eventually there is a possibility that it could get saturated. So before that happens, this is the perfect time to jump on top of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you access to everything. So LinkedIn Lead Machine, access to the Journey to 7 Figures Elite Mastermind, and it's going to be 81% off. And then the first month of the Elite group is going to be just $1. And then after that, it'll be, $97 a month. Now, the good thing about the Journey to 7 Figures Elite, there's going to be other like-minded entrepreneurs and business owners out there. We're going to do a, coaching call once a week where we're going to go over the strategies and everything that worked and didn't work. Because here's the big thing. So we all know that the journey is difficult sometimes, but there comes a point where all the right information comes together. Everything starts to line up, and you have to capitalize on that when it happens. So in addition to that, what we'll also do is we'll give you access to my previous course, which is a cold calling mastery. And then everything in addition after that will be 50 to 75% off. Now, the weekly coaching calls are going to be the biggest thing with this because it's going to hold everyone accountable. It's also going to make sure that we are teaching you everything the right way. And you have an open forum where you're going to be able to you have an open forum. You're going to be able to ask questions and work hand in hand with me and also other entrepreneurs inside the group that you can bounce ideas off of. And we could blow this strategy up and get you leads within your business within the first week. Or for your clients, you could charge them for a service as well. So to give you a little breakdown of what's going to come with the course is it's going to be 3 modules. We're going to bang it out probably within 3 weeks, 3 or 4, depending on a few different things. So obviously, LinkedIn's B2B. We're going to tell you exactly the 10 best niches to target and the ones that we found the most successful to go after within this space. And then if there is a niche that you want to specifically go after and we're not listing, we'll also coach you on how to do that as well. Now, more importantly, that is going to be, or equally important, I should say, is going to be the service that you're offering. So we want to make sure that you have all that streamlined. All your packages are built. Everything is, so we're obviously in addition to that, so we're not going after the wrong people with the wrong offers. We want to make sure all that's seamless, obviously. We'll also teach you how to clean up your LinkedIn profile because the last thing you want to do is start generating leads on your LinkedIn profile. And then all of a sudden people go to your LinkedIn and it looks horrible. You don't want to do that. And we'll also teach you how to plan your pipeline because these leads will come in fast. So if you don't have a system in place to follow up with the leads in a smooth process, you're going to get overwhelmed really, really fast. Now, the mindset here is one of the most important things that I want to talk about because when you approach these calls or you approach anything in life, you have to know and withhold the standard. Like, I'm an expert. I've been doing this a long time. So when you start talking to these people, just know that they asked for a phone call with you. You hold your standards really high. You position yourself as an expert. You provide them with information that's going to help their business. And you don't get discouraged if you get on the phone with people that aren't interested, because the way you have to look at it about it is, the more opportunities that you have with somebody on the phone, the more chances you have to close, especially if you plan your pipeline, tell you the best niches to go after, and everything is, set up for you to win. Now, everyone may not be, an expert in sales training. My background's all sales training. So I'm actually going to teach you how to sell these people, closing techniques, everything you could do, how to rebuttals, everything. So basically sales training will be included as well. We'll also teach you how to set up the campaign, obviously the message to send, the tool that we use in order to send out the messages, 90% automated, so you don't have to do so much work of going in there and targeting people and sending connection messages. I'll also give you the exact scripts that work for setting appointments, because we tested hundreds of these, and some of them didn't work, some of them did work. So we want to make sure that we're giving you the right ones. And then we're also going to teach you how to monitor your campaign, make adjustments, and really monetize the traffic that's coming in. Now, what's one of the most important things after you go after a client? I mean, a lot of people, what they'll do is they're going to forget to follow up with people. They go to that initial meeting and their follow-up process isn't game tight. So we're going to go over the follow-up after the appointment, what you could do with the data, and how you can maximize your potential and get more business out of the program. So I kind of talked about the sales training already, but we'll also talk about onboarding, the information that you need to collect. We're going to turn this basically into a system for you, because the objective is to get this flowing like it's a conveyor belt. So you can just put more and more and more deals on top, and then it makes your life a lot easier because you have that set up. So that's what we're offering you. And I think that's what the biggest benefit is here, to learn from someone else that's already done it and has been successful at it, in order to, obviously maximize your results and, get more clients for your business or for your client's business. So the best thing that I like about this is, I know I'm not the only person that's doing LinkedIn right now, but the thing about it is, it's so untapped. People don't understand the strategy. They don't understand the potential. They don't see how this could, be additional revenue stream for their agency or bring more clients on for their business specifically. So what this allows you to do is, stand out in a crowded space of other Facebook, agencies that are out there, and really, separate yourself from a crowd. And, that's what you need to do these days. You need to be an innovator. You need to be one of the first to do something like this, and stand yourself apart. Because the best thing I could say is I went to a meeting today, and I was actually pitching this because I was targeting vice presidents of business development on LinkedIn. So I went to a pitch today, and I was telling her about LinkedIn. She's really strong on business to business, but she really has no idea how to do it. So I told her, I said, log into your LinkedIn profile. She had like 3 messages in there. I showed her mine, how I got 171 leads, and I showed her some examples of appointments and deals that I closed. And she logged into her LinkedIn, and she had a connection request from me that I sent out with this strategy, and that literally helped me close the deal. Think about that. That's what I'm saying in network. It's networking for you. It's doing the connections for you. It's doing all the work for you behind the scenes. So when you have a meeting like that, or when you talk to somebody, you position yourself as an expert in addition to, standing out from a crowd. So, I know we said, free ad spend's great. All that's, a really huge benefit. But one of the biggest ones I could say is this works within the first 24 hours. I know it's crazy. I'll say it again. Within the first 24 hours of doing this, you will build up your LinkedIn page. There's a possibility someone's asking you for an appointment already, but you will see instant results with this. Within the first few days, you're going to have people asking you for a phone call. So if you're looking for something that can get people on the phone, draw leads in, and really, get more clients fast, this one is the game changer for you if you've been struggling and, spending money on ads and it hasn't been converting. And like I said before, it gets more and more populated and more competitive than it should be. So in fact, I have someone that I'm working with right now. Before I present this to everybody, I work with a few different students. They actually got 4 appointments within the first 12 hours of doing this. And where they started was with their local target market and, the low-hanging fruit. And they had a simple message, which obviously will show you all that stuff. In the first 12 hours, they got 4 appointment requests. That is literally unheard of. Now, here's what you'll get. The LinkedIn Lead Gen Mastery or Lead Gen Machine is actually valued at $19.97. I already have my cold call training, which I'm going to include in this as well. It's $14.97. And then 1 month of the free Journey to Seven Figures Elite. I know some of you may be in my Journey to Seven Figures regular group, but this is the elite group. This will get the weekly coaching calls with me, some of my staff on what to do with data and everything that I explain with the course as well. So what we're going to do right now is the total value is over $3,500 if you add everything up. And I spent a lot of blood, sweat, and tears on these trainings and things I'm doing. So $3,500 value for everything. So what we'll do is, the first 20 people will get this offer. It's only going to be $697. And I could tell you this, the course is absolutely worth it. I'm not just saying that because, I'm the one obviously promoting it. I'm saying that because it works. So if you're looking for, leads, if you're looking for a way to get conversations started, get business, and not wait a long time to test and spend money on ad spend and all that good stuff. I mean, this is definitely the way you want to go. So just to kind of reiterate, what comes in the course, actually. So, the 10 best niches to target. We'll tell you how to do the onboarding. We'll tell you the messages that work. We'll teach you how to do your follow-up emails. We'll teach you how to, use the data the correct way. And we'll show you how to monetize. And we'll teach you, obviously, how to sell this as well. So, like I said, if you're looking for a way to get, free leads generated and have basically your networking done automatically for you to your targeted market, to people that actually want to talk to you. And what you'll notice about this is when you get people on the phone here, it's such an easier conversation. It's a lot different than if you jump on a phone call with somebody like obviously a traditional phone call is going to be one of the most difficult that you can do. But the thing about it is with these people, it's like they want to talk to you. You're holding yourself at a high level. It's it's a professional thing. I mean, 41% of millionaires are on LinkedIn. And there's 500 million people on LinkedIn right now. So it's a big market that, a lot of people have not tapped into. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the link inside of the comments here. Now I want to wrap this up and I want to ask you guys a question. A lot of you guys and girls, you've probably been on these type of webinars in the past, right? Now you get excited, you get fired up, and then what happens the next day? Probably nothing for most of you. And that's sad to me because I just showed you the exact system I use to generate leads and close, high ticket recurring deals on zero ad spend using LinkedIn. I showed you the exact process I use to create an additional income stream for my business. And it's the exact same process we are currently following right now in our business. And we're going to surpass $1 million in sales this year. And you're not going to act on this amazing opportunity, unfortunately. And the reason for that is because old habits are hard to break. Everyone knows that. So unless you do something right here, right now, you'll wake up tomorrow and continue the same thing that you've been doing, knowing that there's a better way. You'll fall back into the same habits. Now, the only way that you're going to be successful is if we figure out a way to break those old habits right now and show you a better way. Now, and the only way you're going to be able to break that habit is by investing in this course. And then now we could, obviously work closely with you, give you all the tools that you need to break the habit, and you could become successful. Now, if you don't do that, you're going to slide back into the same exact cycle, and everything that we did here is going to be completely useless to you because you'll fall back into your old habit, and that's something we just do not want to do. Now, it's pretty clear and pretty obvious, you have two options, two choices. Number one, you could, try it yourself, figure it out, trial and error, make mistakes. And obviously, you're entitled to do that. It's your life. It's your business. I have no control of that. You're entitled to do whatever you want. Or number two, you can learn from my experiences, the journey I've been on, and how I've been able to use this process to scale my business to make over 7 figures this year. We'll show you exactly how to prospect, follow up, streamline your process, and close the clients, which is the most important. Now, the only thing you need to do is take action today. Now, like I mentioned before, once you begin your campaign, you could be generating leads and appointments in under 24 hours. Now, I wish I would, if I would have been practicing this 6 or 7 months ago, it would have been a game changer. I wish I would have had it, but Just imagine being able to generate, high quality leads for yourself and for your clients once you implement my program. Now, you want to be one of the first to act now and secure this amazing offer, because it's not going to last long. Like I said, once we hit 20, the price will increase. So if anyone has any questions, please contact me, or leave a comment below, and we will get back to you as soon as we possibly can. All you have to do is click the register button below. Be a thought leader. Thank you for your time, and everything on the train today. I truly appreciate it. It's been a lot of preparation, and I hope to work with you and see you soon. Have a good day.